had reservations on how I was going to approach this topic, but coming from a person that looks like me, my feelings on this subject are deep and intense. And I think it needs to be put out there for an understanding for others who don't look like me or have the thoughts or are aware of the thoughts that a person that looks like me has. And this video today, I'm naming 5 questions light-skinned women don't care for to answer. Okay, so let's get started, shall we? I had a discussion with my sister, who is a person I have a lot of discussions about issues like this with. Pending we both share the same feelings and views on the subject. So these are the 5 questions. And when I say light-skinned people, I'm not referring to people who are biracial, because both of my parents are from the Caribbean, different islands, and they identify as Afro-Black. Okay? No one's any other nation, they're Afro-Black. So, question 1. I don't like the question, where you from? I laugh inside because I laugh inside because I want to say so badly, I'm from planet Venus. Like, where the hell am I going to be from? I'm clearly from Earth. Like, you make me feel like we're alienated. And these are comments coming from a certain group of people. The second question, like, where are you from? I'm not going to ask you where you're from. Clearly you're from Earth, but you're not specific with the question. Are you from Canada? Are you from the Caribbean? Where are you from? Okay. The second question I don't like. What's your background? Now, this is where I believe the tribal in us, because we are from different tribes in our history, that's the tribal question comes from. So the background as far as what makes up what I look like, why I look the way I do. And when I answer that question, I say Caribbean. That's not enough. My accent clearly says I'm not from the Caribbean, but that's where I'm from. You're not asking me where I'm from. You're asking me what's my background. My background is not from England, right? So that's the first question in understanding where I come from. But that's not enough when I say Caribbean. That question has to be dissected. Where's your mom from? Okay? Jamaica, right? That's not enough. Where's your dad from? So I tell them where my dad's from. Oh, it's like that, that gives them the understanding. What do certain people from Jamaica look a certain way, and then certain people from where my dad's from, the other island, look a certain way, which gives you the understanding why I look the way I do. It's annoying. It's frustrating. It's, you don't know what goes through our heads. The people that look like me have those questions raised. And the last question that I get mostly from my people, are your eyes real? Are my eyes real? Like, it's not that they don't say, oh, is that your real eye color? Are your eyes real? So where am I from? Are my eyes real? Like, like, people that look like me, it's a form of like alienating us to be something like we don't belong on this planet, or we don't belong in the African or West Indian group circle or the tribal circle because of how we look. And it triggers certain things in me, because it's like, why do we have to go through that? If I see a fellow Afro West Indian person on the street and they've got green eyes, I would say, "Oh, you got beautiful eyes." I say, "Are your eyes real?" Like, if they're wearing contacts or whatever, that's not my business. I don't care. But if I see something that I like I see a nice dress, I'm going to say, "Oh, that's a nice dress." So I'll just say, "Oh, you have a nice eye color." Why is the dissection of what's your background? Where's your mother from? Where's your dad from? Required. And in scripture, it deflaws what the true people from biblical times were. Yes, they want to know what tribe you're from or what your name is to gauge what tribe you are from. But it didn't feel anti-welcoming, you know. And I wish that West Indian people that ask questions like that to people that look like me um, didn't do that, because we people like me that look like me don't think to ask you those questions. And if you have been asked that question and you have a you know your parents are black and you don't know where the mix in your family comes from, and you're of darker skinned and a light skinned person's asked you that, I'm curious to know how many are, because from and there's a few light skinned people in my family, we don't ask those questions, right? If it's a conversation on the Caribbean and like West Indian music and West Indian culture, I'll say, "Oh yeah, your background's Caribbean. Oh, okay, great." And then maybe to see if the name thing is a formula in that question. "Oh, you're from the same country my dad's from. Are you from the north or the south?" Like, that's fine, but it's when you don't want to get to know the person. Those kind of questions shouldn't be asked. They're not nice. They're not pleasant. So those are the 5 questions that I think, as a light-skinned person, we don't like, I don't like, and they should be stopped asking. And I'm going to have a um, little module on this issue of light skin. I'm not talking biracial. I'm talking those that aren't, because my parents, like I said, they're both Afro West Indian. Um, how I look this way is beyond me. But yes, I'm going to do a module on this, and I'm going to reflect to certain parts in the scriptures that talk about that stuff. Okay, so with that said, have a wonderful day. Bless.